Hello, Friday Night Chalk and friends. Hello, hello. Welcome to Friday Night Chalkin'. Let's get to, I can't decide. Really? I really can't decide. I know, right? You would think when you make a live video every day that it'd be really easy to kind of decide. But sometimes it's like, what are we having for dinner? Don't you ever feel that way? And I even have a schedule that I never follow. Sometimes I wonder why I take the time to make the schedule because I never pay any attention to it anyway. Like I was walking down here and I knew exactly what I was making. Exactly what I was making. And then I happened to see a post on my way down the stairs and I'm like, be thankful I didn't fall down the stairs. But I'm like, oh, that's super cute. And that would be so easy and fun to make. So maybe we should make that. So I'm in the, oh my gosh, I don't know what to make. So I need help. And I knew that my Chalk and friends would do a fantastic job of helping me out because I don't know what to make. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, Miss Tammy. I hope you have had a fantastic week. It's Friday, right? We all know what that's like. It's Friday. Woot woot. Okay. Hey, Kristen, welcome. Hello, Linda Squared. Linda, I gotta tell you, my husband is your new best friend. He came home. My husband comes home for lunch. For those of you who know us, my husband works relatively close to home, so he has always come home for lunch. And he came home, and I'm like, your friend brought you some cord. And he's like, just ask her if she needs anything cut again, because I'll cut any piece of wood that she would like. I had to think about that if that was going to sound bad, but I don't think it sounded bad. I hope it didn't sound bad because he didn't mean it that way. He was very appreciative, so thank you for the corn. Hello, Nevada Nicole. Okay, so I don't know what to make. I have two choices, very different from each other. One will take a little longer than the other, so Maddie says she's heading off to bed soon. Worked 55 hours this week. Wow, that's long, Maddie. At a TOSA summer camp. Oh, are you working with young people, Maddie? Oh, bless you, Maddie. Whew, yeah, I don't know. It's hard enough when they're your own kids. I can't imagine when they're somebody else's. Okay, so I have two projects, totally different. One's Halloween, one's every day. And I can't decide. So I figured, what do you want to see made? We're going to go over there. So before we pick, first off, I am making Maria. I'm a Chalk Couture independent designer, which is fantastic because I get to enjoy a great discount on this amazing product and I get to have lots of fun. Like I get to hang out with you people, I get to go fun places, I get to meet all kinds of amazing women, a few men, but mostly women. I get to create, which who doesn't love to do that, right? If you're watching me, you like to create, right? So, welcome. Oh yeah, that's why I was telling you who I was. I got distracted. I apologize. So Maddie is doing a summer adventure camp for Wauwatosa. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. Kristen, your pictures are beautiful. I did not realize you were a photographer. So for those of you who don't know, Kristen is entering some photo competitions and she took amazing pictures and she posted them at the zoo. I believe you took them. Really, really cool. So you have a very great talent with a camera. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. Carrie is making the made from scratch transfer this weekend. Oh, you better post pictures. We cannot wait. Hello, Melissa from Canada. Welcome, everybody. Okay, so I can't decide what we're going to make. We're going to use a fantastic product called Chalk Couture, which makes adhesive silkscreen transfers that are reusable. You can use them over and over and over and over again. Which is, if we pick one of the projects, we've made this transfer a couple times. But this is just a new little spin on it that I hadn't visualized in my head. And then I saw a picture of it and I'm like, that would be fun to make. So that's option number one. But they are reusable. So we make transfers in varying sizes. There's 5 sizes that we make. Our smallest is a 5x7 and our biggest is 18x24. And they range in prices. The smallest is $9.99 and the biggest is $39.99. So it really depends on what size as to the cost. It's a very affordable craft given the reusability of it. We also make chalk paste, we make ink, we make squeegees, we make surfaces, we make all kinds of fun things to really make your crafting experience kind of a one-stop shop. So you can literally just go to the website and go click, 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 and have a project on its way to you and create beautiful things. So that's what we are using this evening is Chalk Couture. I'm making Maria. Thank you for joining me. I make a live demo every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, so if you find this to be fun, come on back. We're a very friendly little group, so you just join right in our conversation. Just jump right in. We'll be nice, I promise. We're a fun group. All right, so I have 2 projects, so let me get to showing you what we have. So I have never jumped on the door tag bandwagon. I don't know why, because I have a feeling, maybe it's because I knew once I jumped on it, I would not jump off. I might have a slight obsessive compulsive, slightly, personality is evidenced by the amount of chalking materials that are in my home. But I'm a little afraid of these because I know I'm going to like them. So these are one of our new surfaces. It is a 9x12 door tag. You can buy them individually. And if you're on the door tag bandwagon, what people typically do is they do one in a pattern and one with a sentiment. They offset one of them slightly on top of the other. They typically glue them together. They put a big old bow on it and they hang it from their door. Like a tag, like a gift tag, only a big one that's on your front door. That is what people usually do with them. However, you don't have to do that with them because they're actually a very nice surface. They're very affordable, so they're a really fun little surface. I want to say they're $10, but they might even be less than that. Let's take a quick look. This is how much I've never jumped on the bandwagon. I don't even know how much they are. They're $9.99. So they're a $10 surface. They're double-sided. You can chalk on both sides, and they're big, so they fit a B size transfer. So I was thinking to get a little Halloween-y. I love this transfer. I love the crow guy. I just think the crow guy is so cute. So we could do October 31st on one, and then we could do mini buffalo plaid. I pulled out a couple of them. We could do a mini buffalo plaid, we could do the woven plaid, or we could do the skull damask. I don't know how you say that. Damask pattern on the other one. That was thought number 1. I just mentally am not in Halloween yet, and I need to be because it's heavy Halloween crafting season. So this is option number 1. Option number 2 is this super fun little wood cutting board, and I love these bad boys. I got a great deal on them, and you can find little wood cutting boards all over the place, but I bought these guys at Walmart on clearance, and I got a fantastic deal on them. And of course, you know, did I mention I'm a little obsessive? I may have bought more than one, so this would be a fun one to do. And you put this cute little coffee cup, and a day without coffee is like, just kidding, I have no idea, and then a cute little coffee mug. So this is option number 2. So help a sister out. Option number 1, option number 2. Carol says do it with the skull one. Or do you want to see option number 2? Hey Debbie, welcome. Hey Carol, I don't know if I said hi to you yet. I think I did. Yep, I did. Welcome, welcome. All right, so, okay, you guys want to see the skull? It's like my least favorite of the new transfers. But I can totally make it. I'm not that way. I can make it. So you want to see door tags or you want to see cutting board? Door tags, cutting board. Door tags, cutting board. So far, the votes I'm seeing are for door tag. Tammy says 1. I'm going to assume that Carol and Nicole's vote is for this as well. Ooh, Kristen says I made it tough. Okay, everybody wants to see the door tags. I'll put my cute little coffee one, my all season, every season coffee one away. Don't be surprised though when you see it come back out. I did say hello. Okay, I thought so. I tried it. It's hard when your comments scroll because I don't see them all. And if they go too fast, then I don't see them. All right. We're getting complicated. I didn't even pick out colors. Originally I was thinking just black and white. Because y'all know me, that's my jam. I like black and white. What I like about these is if you don't glue them together, they're double-sided. So you can totally change them up. You just have to figure out a way to hold them when they're offset. Otherwise, they're just going to fall together if you actually hang them on a door. I mean, you don't have to hang them on a door, but that's what they're meant to be. That's what most people do with them. Okay, so I'm going to open up. Ooh, Amy Beth said coffee. Thank you, Amy Beth, for voting. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm opening our little bad boy up. I don't even know what they feel like, so I'm curious to see the quality of wood that they are. This is a pretty big piece of wood for 10 bucks. And a double-sided painted one, I might add as well. So it's got the little corner things on. Take your little corner guys off. Am I really freezing again? I am. I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on. There's no reason for me to be freezing. I have full bars for signal. I think you guys just want to see the skulls. The skulls are cool. And I do think we'll stick maybe with the blacks and grays, maybe a little pop of orange. I don't know. In my head, I visualize, of course I visualize. So I'm taking it out of the package. It's got these fun little corner things to protect it. I would tell you wax it. And I'm willing to bet it even says on the directions. Yep, it says wax before use. They're rough feeling. So that's usually my, okay, I should really wax this because I feel it. How rough is it? How fibrous does it feel? And then I kind of get a good idea of how much of a beating is my transfer going to take on it. So this is our new fancy wax container. Love it. I love the size of it. And it's not stinky. Unlike the wax we were using. So you just put some on it. You know, it's like shoe polish, basically. You put it on. I shouldn't say that. Not everybody knows anymore what shoe polish is. We used to polish our shoes. Does anybody else remember polishing their shoes? So you just, and you rub it on like shoe polish. It really works the same way. So I'm working on a future project that we're going to do. So I was at the hardware store today buying paint. I bought this really cool table when I was at the salvage place last week that I really want to chalk the top of. I need to paint it, and I want to chalk the top of it, so I bought some really fun paint today. So I'm hoping tomorrow to get my little table painted so that we can get to chalking it, because I have the perfect spot in my house for it. You know how you have that where suddenly a project just comes together? Okay, so I'm applying my wax, and you're supposed to let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes, but y'all know me, and I'm not going to do 15 to 30 minutes because, first of all, it's TV Magic Land, and I didn't do any of it. You know, a Smart Maria would have, I'm just feeling like I don't think I got this whole thing. A Smart Maria would do this before she hit the live button, right? You could do a fun ombre, ooh, with the skulls. Yes, you could, Miss Carol. All right, so I'm going to let them sit, and I'm going to let them sit while I pull out colors. So I was thinking, that's my old Storm. Storm and black with a pop of orange peel. Orange peel is our, you know, traditional orange. I do have ribbon, some fun ribbon to make our big bow with. And I actually think that's more of a pumpkin pie color than an orange peel. Don't you think? It's probably more papaya than orange peel. So we'd need to go there, I think, if we're going to use that ribbon. And we could use black shimmer. Our little friend Shadow could come out to play. The black shimmer is a very cool shimmery black. We could use black shimmer. We could pull out a little bit of green, but I think these are three really good colors. I think obviously we would do the bird in black. Oops, sorry. The bird in black. And maybe the 31st in black. Maybe October in orange. And then our cobweb, let me take it out of here, in gray. could do it that way. We could, we could skip gray and just do orange and black. And then I gotta get the skulls out. So this is what an adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. The teal part is sticky, and the white part that you see is actually a mesh silkscreen, which is what gives us our clean, crisp results. Then we got these crazy, it's so busy. I don't mind it, it's just so busy. And you all know me, I like clean, crisp lines. So I'm thankful it's gonna be the one that's on the bottom because we're gonna cover most of it up. Because that's the other thing. It's hard to do a technique on a door tag that's on the bottom because you're really not going to see that much of it. I like the gray for the webs. Okay, thank you, Carol. You know what? Maybe we'll do the 31st in just black, and we'll do our little crow in black shimmer. Maybe. Or maybe we should just do, I just think we need one little pop of orange. We don't need big orange. We just need a little pop of orange. But then the skulls. It's hard to, you're really not going to see that much of them. Because what's going to happen is we're going to chalk this on here. And then we're going to stick this over it. I mean, you're going to see just a little tiny sliver of it. Yes, crow. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, we'll do the crow. So you're just going to see this itty bitty little sliver of it. So to do a technique, you're just not going to see that much of it. So we'll do the October in orange. We'll do black, just plain black. We'll do black shimmer for the crow. And then gray for the cobwebs. So we got that one down. I think we just do black. We could do black shimmer. We could do black shimmer for the skulls, because again, you're gonna see such a small. Where's the little hole? There we go. You're gonna see just a little tiny bit of it's gonna hang out. You're really not gonna see that much. Okay, so that's our plan. First thing I need to do now that it's been 15 to 30 minutes, right? Ooh, purple. Oh, Nicole, you and your crazy colors. No, just kidding. It's not a crazy color. So what I'm doing now is I am buffing my wax off. So that I can apply my transfer. And you can tell right away when you're buffed because all of a sudden your rag just whooshes across the surface. And what this does is this makes it so your transfer doesn't have to work so hard. And you can feel where you need to buff because, you know, it goes from feeling tacky to not feeling tacky. Hello, Randy. Welcome from Maine. So we're just buffing our surface. Okay, just giving it a good buff because we put the wax on. Purple skulls would be cool. Okay. All right, I hear the purple. We'll get the purple out. Oh, Carol likes purple for the skulls too. Okay, we'll get the purple out. But then where are we gonna put green? Because literally, this is, you're just gonna see this much. You're not gonna see that much of it. And we have very traditional Halloween ribbon. There's no purple in our ribbon. I don't have any. See, I'm really not ready for Halloween yet because I don't have my Halloween boxes unpacked. And I know I have purple Halloween ribbon somewhere, but I mean, for our little ribbon guy, I mean, I can't get more traditional than this. Oh, wait, this one has a little purple in it, but you can't do those two. No. All right, so that's my ribbon. All right, okay. I'll go with purple skulls. Twist my arm. Okay, so we're going to do the first one. We're going to do our fun little October 31st, and then we'll go back to doing our little skull guy. I'm going to move my ribbons out of the way. So, this is what an adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. This is a B size transfer. All B size transfers are 8.5 by 11, and they're all $14.99. This is one of my favorites. This is my favorite. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's one other one that I'm blanking on, but this is my favorite Halloween one. Because there's this one. Oh, there's this, the Eat, Drink, and Be Scary one. There's the Happy Halloween that's super busy. And then there's one more. Take my backer sheet, set it aside, flip over my transfer, and seal it. Oh, the purple peer pressure, right, Melissa? Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure from my purple people eaters. From my purple peeps, I am feeling the pressure. Okay, we'll pull out the purple. We're not doing a lot of purple. I do like purple though. It's actually one of my favorite colors. Okay, so I'm all sealed up. I'm gonna open up my papaya. I'm gonna open up my black. I'm gonna open up my storm and shimmer. The one with the flying witch with the words. Oh, yeah, that's a big one though. There's another B-size one. There's another B-size Halloween one. It's gonna bug me until I look it up. Obviously, oh, there's the jack-o'-lanterns, that one. Gobble Till You Wobble, that just makes me giggle every time I see that one. This is Christmas. Oh, we did it last night. The pumpkins. Pick your own pumpkins. Oh, I took that picture. I forgot to post that picture. Oh, here it is. Seasons Creeping. That's the other one. There's Seasons Creeping. This is the Halloween one that I just ordered a bunch of these. This is the witches one that Carol was talking about. That one is a big one. And then we have Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. And October 31st, which is what we're doing. Beware is big as well. Bigger. That's what I was thinking. That one. You know what I mean. Creep It Real. Creep It Real. I would vote for blue. Blue? Randy, where are we putting blue? Ooh, geez, don't throw my paste. Blue? Where are we putting blue? Okay, so, oh, I love the shimmers. If you're ever having a bad day, just open up your shimmers and stir them. They make it all better, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna stir up my storm. Give your stir, when you open up your chalk paste, you give it a good stir. You want it to be loosey-goosey. You don't want it to be too stiff. Just give them a good old stir. If they seem stiff and you're getting a lot of resistance when you stir, you just add a little spray of water. So we're all stirred up and ready to go. This is going to take us about 2 seconds to do this one. We'll spend more time on our fun little skull guy. All right, so now I need a squeegee. So when it comes to chalking is really easy. You don't need a ton of things. You need a surface, you need a transfer, you need chalk paste, and you need a squeegee. That's all you need. There's other things you can have, but when it comes to bare bones chalking, this is all you need. You need a surface, and you can use any surface. In fact, many people simply walk around their house, and they can come up with all kinds of things to chalk on. Once you chalk, you never quite look at surfaces the same way again. You're always like, ooh, I could chalk on this. Like, example, 2 weeks ago, Lisa, I don't think she's here, Lisa had a Scentsy party. I knew nothing about Scentsy. I bought a Scentsy warmer because I can chalk on it. Those little minis are going to look adorable on my little Scentsy warmer. I honestly do open my chalk and stir them when I'm having a bad day and I'm bored. Melissa, I'm telling you, you and I are kindred spirits. Yeah, if you're ever having a bad day, just open up your chalks and stir them, because the shimmers, because they're so velvety and smooth, they're just fun. But I'm totally digressing. Back to what you need. You look at your surfaces all over your house, you've got stuff. You can simply chalk on picture frames. You've got stuff in your house. I'll sell you beautiful surfaces if you want them, but you don't need them. You got your own. So you need a surface, you need a transfer, you need a squeegee, and you need chalk. And you can do one color. You don't need, it's fun to do all the colors, but you can really get started with just one. You can have more than one squeegee, you can have more than one colors, but you can really get it done with simple things. Now I use baby wipes. You don't have to have baby wipes. You can totally use a sink. You can just go to the sink and rinse it off. You can use napkins. You can use paper towel. I like baby wipes just because it's easy and convenient and I don't have a sink right next to me. So we're going to get started. I'm all ready. Now, I've done an important step. I've thought through where I'm putting what color because chalk paste dries super fast. So you need to be on it, right? You're going to put that on there and you're going to go. LOL, I've been thinking about getting that warmer too, Nicole said. Did you get the really cool black one? Oh my gosh, it's so... It just arrived, not to get off on a Scentsy tangent, but it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I had no idea what Scentsy was. And my daughter, of course, they know everything. She's like, oh yeah, my teachers have these and they're in the classroom and I used to be in charge of it. I know all about how to take care of this. And she's like, did you know that you can go to Michael's and you can buy the wax and blah, blah. And I'm like, she's 12. I'm like, how do you know all this stuff? And I don't know any of it. But it's a really cute black one. And the little minis fit on the front of it. So we're going to do some fun little minis on my Scentsy warmer. And we can change it seasonally. That's the best part. Totally digressing. All right, we're going to get started. Sooner or later, I promise, I will put chalk on this. Black shadow, orange, and gray. We're going to start with the black. Yeah, we're going to start with the black. I'm going to use a bigger squeegee. Angled side or beveled side, flat side. Angled side is the front. This is the front of my squeegee because it has that angle to it. I simply, now don't get me wrong, you can use any side. I've seen people do all kinds of crazy things with their squeegees. You can use any side of it, but it's meant to be used beveled side. So you just stick it in and you hold it straight up and down and you just glide it across. Cover up your whole silk screen, being careful not to get chalk in the parts that we're going to do a different color. But if we did, it would not be the end of the world because I could wash it off and redo it. Okay, so now I'm going to be careful. Now the advantage here is I'm using black with black, right? But I want his little feet to be the shimmer. I don't know how much of a difference we're actually going to notice. I think it will be hard for you to see it, the difference. So I'm just kind of getting in here and getting my little feet, okay? You smooth out any chalk paste lines that you have because you will see them. If you've got a big old, line, you will see it, okay? So I pull that off. I'm gonna do my shimmer right away. And now I'm going to just get my black shimmer in here. The shimmers are gritty because they have the glittery component in them. So you'll notice a difference right away when you squeegee across. Just squeegee your shimmer across like so. Now I'm ready to pull. I'm going to pull because my chalk paste dries super, super fast. Okay. And I can see I actually had it dry. It's not dry, but there's I got something in my screen and it provided a barrier in the middle of my one. So you see here I have a little bit of something. Oops, don't do that. Ooh, don't do that. Okay, I gotta pull it all the way off because when I set it back down, it got in the chalk on the back side. See how it's on the back side? And if I don't wash that off when I lay my transfer back, and I got it all over me. When I got lay my transfer back down, it was gonna get the chalk on my surface. So there's a couple things here. Look in my silk screen. See how you can see that black blob? So my chalk paste, I'm guessing there's a piece of fuzz. We'll get there. Let me get this chalk paste off of me though so I don't touch my board. I saw another design. Yeah, there's a bunch of designers. See, I'm always late to the bandwagon. Like door tags. Everybody's been doing door tags for like a year. And I'm just not on the door tag wagon. And I haven't been. So the nice thing about waxing a surface is if you get chalk where you didn't want it, it's very easy to clean up. Because it's waxed. So there's that barrier. The chalk isn't getting into the little fibers of the board because I have a barrier. So there are a lot of advantages to waxing. Okay, so I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix my mess ups. It's hot in here. I don't know why it's hot in here. It's never hot in here. So I'm just giving it a quick dry. And then we will put the transfer back down. I'm going to show you how we're going to fix it. Chalk base dries super, super, super fast. The shimmer doesn't look as dark as the regular black. That's because of the shimmer, Nicole. What you're seeing is the little shimmery things. It's very hard for you guys to see it on camera, but like look here. Well, again, it has a sheen to it. You know your chalk paste is dry when it's matte in finish. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to move my stuff aside because I need to fix my transfer. So I need to do a couple things to my transfer. First off, when I laid it back down, I set it in the chalk. So I have chalk here. I need to wash that off again, or when I lay it down, it's going to put that chalk, well, by now it's dry, it wouldn't do it, but when it was wet, if I would have laid that down, it would have put that chalk on my surface. The other thing I need to do is I have these little barriers here, and I need to wash them off so that I can go back and cover up those areas on my project. Now I could totally just wash my transfer, just stick it in my water bath and wash it, but if you guys weren't with me, that is probably what I would do. But in essence of time with you guys, I'm just going to do it the quick little, give it a little zhuzh. The problem is once you start doing this, you end up with chalk paste everywhere. And then in the end, I end up putting it in the water bath anyway. But that's how you fix it. So sometimes if you get like a piece of lint or something in your transfer, it provides a barrier. That's where I talk about like when you're fuzzing, make sure that, I don't want to set this down because my thing is wet. This is why I end up washing my fuzzing towel all the time. Okay, so this side of my fuzzing towel is meant for drying transfers. Now I'm about to get paste all over it. So I'm just going to give it a quick dry. Oops, don't do that. Okay. You just need your transfer to be dry. You don't want to put a wet transfer back down on top of a project once you've lifted it off. Just let it dry or dry it off. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm dry. Okay, we're dry. So I'm going to pull back my little project. I'm going to line it right back up. Super easy to do because I can see. I'm concentrating really hard. My kids are picking on me today. I've been teasing them about, you know, you're old when you go to put the car in the garage and I have to turn the radio down to get it in the garage. So today I did it. And of course, from the back seat comes, must be old, Mom. When does school start again? Yeah. So maybe you guys need to go to school sooner versus later. Okay, I'm doing a horrible job of lining this up. And I really only need my one. So I'm not going to obsess about this too much. I'm just going to make sure that my one, it's just slightly off, but we're going for it. So again, I'm just going to dip in to fix my little mistake here in my eye. It's not an eye. It looks like an eye, but it's a one. The one thing I have learned is when you go over chalk paste, you can't just do the little spot. You have to do the whole letter because it's double layers of chalk now. So it will you know, it's like painting. When you paint 2 layers of something on, it's a different color. So it will be slightly darker. So see, now my 1 is perfect. Okay, so I lay it back down, like so, and I'm now ready to do the rest. I do need to reseal it and get it down right. Just reseal, but I only need to reseal the parts I haven't chalked yet. Okay, so I'm not, oops, don't do that. Don't get your finger in the chalk and then pull the chalk with you as you go. Because once you get that black through the silkscreen, it's going to stay there. Okay, so we're good on our black. So now I'm going to do our October in orange. This is papaya. I call it pumpkin pie because the old orange like this was called pumpkin pie. So when I say pumpkin pie, I really mean papaya. They're such similar colors, and then they change the names on them, and I you know, my little brain is old. It's the brain that's got to turn the radio down to put the car in the garage. Now, it's a tight fit to get my truck in the garage. I mean, I have to do way more than turn the radio down to get it in there. I mean, it is a ginormous thing, and then I got this little tiny spot to get it in, and okay, it's not a little tiny spot, but it, you know, it's like a just fits spot. And I might have potentially, you know, smashed into my husband's car in the driveway once. So I have a pretty bad reputation. I'm sure you're all shocked that I did that. I did it again. There's another little, I think it's, I'm not pushing enough. I gotta fix this little spot. There we go. But yeah, I did. I think I've told you guys that story before, where I backed into his truck in the driveway. I was kind of going fast too, because I was really mad at my children. I may have been yelling at them at the time too. And then they did potentially hear a few naughty words come out of my mouth. Oh, it was one of those moments. Not a proud parenting moment. I have at least several of them a day. Okay, so now we're ready to do our gray. Didn't I say I was gonna like whip this part out so we could quick do our little skulls? Yeah, I did say that. That's what I get for saying this was gonna be quick. So now we're gonna do our fun little cobwebs. Now with the door hangers, again, you don't have to do 2. I mean, you see them everywhere as 2, but you could just do 1. There's no rules, right? It's your crafting. You can do them any way you want. If you only want to do 1, do 1. There is a Make It Monday bundle in the Making Maria VIP group that has door tags in it that I believe even has this transfer. So if you want, it's still out there. And as long as I still have this stuff, I will honor bundles, even if they're older. I just have, the key is I have to still have the stuff that was in the bundle. All right, we got our gray done. Hello, Miss Terry from Texas. See, Terry did it too. Back to kindred spirits. All right. Ooh, I like the gray. So I'm gonna stick this in my water bath. I'll show you the shimmer. So see, he has a definite something to him. It's very challenging for you guys to see him in the light. But he is different than the black. Okay, this is really cute. I don't know if I can do purple on our skulls because he's really cute in the black, the white. It's so hard for me to use colors, people. Once you get me in the black and white world, you know, it's really hard to get me out of the black and white world. I don't know how I got on the subject of backing into my husband's truck, but I did. Oh, we were talking about that. I had to turn the radio down. That's right. I do. I'm totally that lady. I have to turn my radio down. And I'm okay with that. I own that. Because maybe if I wasn't, like, you know, so distracted, Carol can see the shimmer. Oh, good. Now, it's always true confessions once I hit the live button. It also wasn't the first time I'd ever done that. I did that one other time too. It wasn't my husband's truck I backed into. I was a workman's truck in my driveway. I was late for work. And nobody, I mean, we were the only people that parked in the driveway. This was a long time. Christopher was a baby. Oh my goodness, Christopher was a baby when I did that. And there was this workman at my house, and I didn't even realize he had parked behind me. That's bad. That means I didn't even look. So there's a lot of jokes about me and driving backwards. But you know what? At least it's good comic relief. Okay. So I'm just cleaning up. You're saying just go for it with the purple. Okay. I don't know. So I'm just, oh, we need the black. Why did I do that? We need the black because we're going to do just purple, little purple skulls. That's all we're doing is little purple skulls. Right? Just little purple skulls. We're not doing the whole thing in purple. I almost think we should do them in orange to tie the orange in. Don't you think? Maybe orange little skulls instead of purple little skulls? All right, we're going to set this one aside. We'll pull out the other one. Did we buff this one already? I don't think I did. Did I? We're going to buff it just in case because I don't know if I did or not. I got so distracted. I'm easily distracted. I did. I can tell from we did buff it already because it's too smooth to not have been buffed already. All right, so now here's our other tag. So it's going to hang like this, right? So you're going to see very little bit of it. It's a big old transfer. This is a D-size transfer. This is called the Skull Damask pattern. I could alternate purple and papaya. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Kristen. Now, I'm not going to... Should I be lazy? I don't need to do the whole thing because you're not going to see the whole thing. I could just chalk part of it. You know, the parts you're going to see. I don't have to chalk the whole thing. Skull Damask pattern. So you write the name on the back of your transfer so you know which transfer goes on which backer sheet. I'm going to set this aside so we can get our little skull, guys. Hot mess. I backed into my cleaning lady's car. She had to use passenger door until it was fixed. She never was even upset. See? Thank you, Verge. I'm not the only one. This was years ago. Apparently, I'm traumatized. This sucker is super sticky. Oh my gosh, is he sticky? We better fuzz him. Woo, baby, he is sticky. We better fuzz him. So fuzzing is a step when they're super, super sticky, and you're supposed to do it all the time. But Maria gets lazy. We've already established that Maria's lazy. You take a terry cloth towel that has some lint to it, you touch it to your transfer, it picks up some of the lint, and it makes your transfer not as sticky. Makes your transfer last longer. All right. This is going to be one of those transfers that I was like, ew, I don't really like this transfer. I can't really see myself using it, and then I'm going to make it. I'm going to be in love with it. I can tell. That's how this is going to roll. I can feel it. Okay, make sure you're straight. This is a lot of repetition. So make sure you're straight. Lots of air, too. So you gotta don't do the whole thing, Nicole says. I mean, it's just a waste of chalk, right? You're not gonna see it. Am I straight? Borderline. I'm as straight as Maria gets. Because really, deep down in my heart, I'm crooked, right? But I have a lot of air in here. I can feel it. You can feel the air. Ooh, don't do that, especially not when they're this sticky. Don't let your transfer back stick to itself. Ooh, boy, this sucker is sticking to everything. This is a big transfer. Okay, so really, people, you're not going to see that many skulls. You're going to see 2 skulls. That's it. I mean, maybe I gotta move it so you see more skulls. I could move it down so you see more skulls. But if we're gonna take the time to do the skulls in their own color, right? We'll try. See if we can get some more skulls hanging out. That gives us 3. Sticks. Use it upside down. Thank you, Kristen. You'd have thought I'd have noticed that the heads were upside down. Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. That way you might get a few more. But you're not going to get many more. I mean, you're going to get like these 3. No, oh, maybe. Depends on how angled we put it. We could maybe get 4. But I think that's pretty angled. We'll get part of this guy. Alright, we're going to go with 4. Okay, this transfer is pretty. This pattern is pretty. I'm taking back what I said about it. We're not going to do the whole thing. We need to pick a purple. So for our purple choices, pretty much our choice is Regal, which is a super deep dark purple. Wisteria is too pale. It's the lavender color. And Fig is a gray purple. So we gotta go Regal. I think we'll just do Regal. We're not gonna alternate them because there's just not enough of them to do it that way. So I'm only gonna chalk, I'm not gonna chalk this line. I'm gonna chalk the rest of the lines. I'm gonna open up my Regal. Regal is a very, very pretty purple color. Very pretty. Give it a stir. This one's really stiff, so he needs a drink. Do the pattern to not just the skulls? You want the whole thing in Regal? I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I could. Really? You think the whole thing should be purple? It's a pretty dark purple. Get this up here. It's not bad. It's not horrible. I don't hate it. We could, okay, so do we want the skulls in purple with black, or we want the whole thing purple? Excuse me, it's hot in here. And I don't ever say that. So what do you think? We could do the whole thing in purple. Our ribbons are, orange. Lots of orange ribbon to make our bow. Virginia says yepper. Yepper verge to the whole thing being Regal. I mean, we can. That'd be super easy. I'll pull out the big boy. The big boy is our 4-inch handled squeegee to make very light work of this. Purple and black, Kristen says. Carol says whole thing purple. Purple. Verge says all purple. All right. I got 2 votes for all purple. 1 vote for doing both. All right. We're going all purple. All purple. Okay, we got 3 votes for all purple. Melissa's still saying hot mess. Melissa, hot mess is hard to do. Well, I guess it's not hard to do when you do. But the black and, they do mix together and make their own color. If I do Regal and black together, it will be very hard to notice the differences in the colors unless I do big blobs. That's the one thing about hot mess, is hot mess really does mix the colors together. So sometimes when you don't want brown, sometimes you can end up with brown because you've mixed lots of colors together. So in the end, my fear with doing purple and black hot mess would be that the whole thing would really just end up being black anyway. All right, we're going purple. purple and the same color as the web. Oh, Alessandra, how the heck are you? Oh my goodness, welcome. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. That's not a bad idea. Do Storm, the gray. We would do the skulls in Storm and the rest of it in purple? That's a whole new idea, people. Miss Alessandra for the win. What do you think, Alessandra? Would everybody agree with Alessandra? We're either doing all purple, purple and black, or purple and gray. I think if we do the gray, it would tie in, but we have purple and we don't have purple on anything, so I don't know if we necessarily have to tie it in. I think we're going all purple, unless somebody votes quickly. There is a huge delay, so you haven't even heard what I just said. Kristen says yes. Yes to purple and gray? We could do that. I mean, it's not going to take very long to do that. Purple and gray. All right, purple and gray. I should not clean up my chalks. One of these years I'm going to learn. Everybody says yes. All right. Purple and gray. I can see I have a fuzz in here, so just make sure you get them out. Okay, so we're going to make, all right, we're going to make the skulls gray and the design purple. Skulls, oh, Nicole says to do it the opposite. The skulls in purple, okay. Yeah, maybe because the design on here, okay. All right, we're going with that, Nicole. So everything else is Storm, our skulls are purple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do our cute little skulls. I'm going to take my little mini squeegee, I'm going to dip it in my Regal. Oh, my little squeegee's too big. So we're going to take a multi-purpose tool squeegee, because these are just little tiny skulls. And I just want to do the skull. I don't want to do any of the rest of it. Because we're going to come back in with Storm and cover up the rest. I think this is a good combination because the black and the Regal are so close. I mean, this is a deep purple. So I think it will complement the purple. It'll be easier to tell that it's purple. With the black and the purple, you'd always be kind of looking at it and be like, is that purple or is that black? Is that purple or is that black? So we're just quick doing our little skulls. I am going to pull it then, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to do the Storm. I pull it because I don't want my chalk paste to dry. My chalk paste dries when I go to pull it off. It's going to take the chalk paste with it. One more. So I like the multi-purpose tool because it works like a pencil. Okay. And now we just pull. And we have funky looking little skulls. Get this little guy. The skulls have natural distressing in them, so they're meant to look distressed, which is interesting to me because I did not realize that. In fact, when I first pulled it up, I'm like, ooh, my chalk paste dried, but no. It's designed to look that way. All right, so now I'm going to, ooh, we could use our, no, it's too big. I'm going to take a small squeegee now, dip it in my Storm, and we're just going to go across. Ooh, don't pick up your purple. If you pick up the purple, you'll carry it through. So you don't want to do that. So just be careful as you go. I've got way too much chalk paste on here. Sometimes your chalk pastes are gloppy like this. My Storm has been gloppy since I got it. It works perfectly fine. Sometimes their consistency is weird. So don't feel like you can't use it. You can totally use it. You just work with it. Sometimes when you get your chalk paste, you know, you gotta stir them because they've sat. So they're, you know, they need a drink. I think I have to do this whole corner because I think you have the potential to see this whole corner. In the end, I'm gonna end up doing the whole thing, I can tell. Didn't I say, oh, I'm not gonna do the whole thing? Yeah, I think we're gonna end up doing the whole thing. So you just cover up your silk screen. Make sure you get the whole thing covered. Make sure you smooth out any lines you have. Don't leave any big blobs, because again, you'll see them after you pull your transfer off. So you do need to smooth them. Now, if we had done this in one color, I would have done this with the big boy, and we would have been done quite a while ago. He's a one swoosh with the old squeegee kind of squeegee. Makes very, very light work of these little projects. Okay, so I'm just gonna smooth out lines. Make sure I'm all covered up, get all my excess back in. Okay, and I'm ready to pull. I am going to love this transfer, and I didn't think I was gonna like it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna set this aside because that bad boy's gonna need to go to my water bath. Oh my goodness. It has all this beautiful natural distressing in it. Oh my. Okay, I'm really glad we did them in purple. I should just listen to you guys. I don't even know why I questioned. I'm giving it a try. You can hear me?
I can hear you upstairs, all the way upstairs. So, if you could just quiet down a little, otherwise I'm going to have to take away your Chalk Couture privileges.
He's going to take away my Chalk Couture privileges if I'm not quiet. Did you hear the lecture I just got from the 17-year-old? Okay, so he's in the room next door to me with his little video games. And he is so loud when he's killing zombies. I don't know what he's doing in there. And my husband is above him trying to sleep. So he gets in a lot of trouble. So I'm always yelling at him about, you gotta be quiet, you gotta be quiet. Well, apparently he can hear me. Last time I checked, you know. Okay, so I gotta hold this up so you guys can see it. Check out, I mean, it's the beautiful, that distressing is meant to be there. It's not that my chalk paste dried. That is so cool. Okay, so now we're gonna stick this guy right over it. Okay, so now what you should do is you should glue them together. You should preferably, I mean, you can just hot glue them together. That kind of depends. If you're truly going to put them outside, I always worry about hot glue, depending on your climate, where you are. So, for example, our Texas friends, I don't know if you hot glue something together and you put it outside, is your hot glue going to melt in your temperature? I don't know. Okay, this is really cool. Like wow, cool. This is why I love chalk. You know, you take a little project, you start out, and then the next thing you know, it's beautiful. And it went, like, even better than I had planned. Oh, I'm freezing? Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope, oh, I am freezing. He's stealing my internet with that silly video game. Oh, my gosh. This is so darn cool. Big time freezing too. I'm hoping that I unfreeze. I go like this with my hand. You can't see that. I gotta go like this with my hand, and when I can see my hand move, I know I'm not frozen. Oh goodness, I'm sorry I'm freezing. We're gonna have to figure this out because this is like the second night in a row now we've been freezing, and we don't usually freeze anymore. Okay, so I'm just cleaning it up. Hopefully I'm not frozen. Ah, don't get globs of chalk on your project. Oh, there, I'm frozen again. I apologize for the freezing. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. That's really unusual, and I have full internet bars, so I shouldn't be freezing. Okay, this is really cool. Please give Hot Mess a try again. I glob it on and leave it for a second, and then it doesn't run together and make brown. It's amazing. Ooh, okay. I can try that. Thank you, Miss Terry. This is really, like, really cool. Okay, so what you should do is you should glue them together. I worry about hot glue, again, as I don't know if you guys heard that or if I was frozen during that part, but I worry about hot glue for those of you that are in a climate like Texas that's super, super hot. So I don't know if you put it outside, if that super, super hot temperature is gonna make the hot glue melt, you know? So I would worry about that. So I would either use like a E6000 or something like that. You can tie them together, but they will move. And as they move, your chalk is going to, you know, rub. You could seal it, but the point is you really want to be able to see the two of them. And I've got chalk up here. So this is, again, the nice thing about waxing is when you get chalk on it, you can wash it off. That's one of the other advantages to waxing. I don't like my ribbon choices. I think because we did the gray, the black is too harsh. The black and orange is too harsh, but I do think we could switch to gray. I don't think I have a gray that's wide enough. Oh, I do. You know, you could, but maybe that's too matchy-matchy now. Maybe we do need the black. I think the gray is too matchy-matchy. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna do kind of a fun hot mess ribbon or bow. I think we're gonna layer them together a little bit more. So I'm gonna show you a fun, and I know it's late, so if you wanna go, I'll post a picture. You'll get to see the bow. But I'm gonna make a fun little like hot mess ribbon. So you take your ribbons, different sizes, different widths, and you cut strips. Now this is not my original idea. I got this from Brooke at, if you've never followed Rehabbed, that's her site. She's the one that taught me how to make a ribbon like this. So you just take strips and you cut them the same length and you just keep crisscrossing them like so. You make a big X and then you take your next ribbon and you make a big X. You can get them smaller as you go, or you can keep them the same size. The key is just make the two the same size, your two strips. But you can make them smaller or you can make them bigger. It doesn't matter, or the same size. It doesn't really matter. I mean, they're different looks depending on what look you're going for. Yeah, Brooke from Refab, if you don't follow her, she makes all kinds of fun things. She's not a chalk person. She makes other things. She makes all kinds of stuff. And her house, oh my gosh. She just built a new house. Super cool. So I'm thinking maybe we should throw a little, do I have purple? Do I have a good dark purple ribbon? Of course not. That would be too easy. We might want to throw a little gray in here though, right? You could throw some gray in. I would prefer it to be a gray that's got wire though. I'm not seeing I got a lot of ribbon. And thanks to my amazing sister-in-law, I'm going to have even more. She called me up. I've been searching for ribbon, like, you know, different kind of ribbon. Not the same stuff over and over and over again. Because I've kind of noticed now in my, you know, this is like my 3rd Christmas season of crafting. That, you know, the ribbons kind of all, they're the same every year. It gets kind of boring. So my sister-in-law hooked me up today with a website that she uses for her business, which was awesome. And they had some fun different ones, so I ordered a bunch of new ribbon today. So hopefully we'll have some new funness. Okay, so all you do is the strips, and I mean, you can put as many layers as you want, and then you need one ribbon to tie on. So you make your X with your ribbon. Now you take it and you kind of scrunch it, right? This always happens to me. I have to think, it's been a while since I've done this. I've gotten so into, there we go, that's what I'm supposed to do. You take your other ribbon, you put it over the middle of it, stick your finger in it, flip it over, and tie it. And then we're gonna zhuzh, zhuzh, zhuzh. Okay, so now you tie it, like so. It's gonna look funky when I pull it back over. Okay, so now you flip it back over, and now you pull it apart, because you know it kind of smooshed together in the middle. Kind of pull it apart. These guys don't have wire in them, so they're going to be flappy. And you still got your little X, kind of smooshed it, and then you just kind of make your little thing. So it's just kind of a flappy. It's probably too big, but you can cut them and make them smaller as you go. Dovetail them all. It's a lot of dovetailing. You get really good at dovetailing by the time you're done. So then, to kind of, I mean, you don't need to watch me cut little dovetails. I'll do that and show you. But when you take this, and I've got my little tie guy. I'm gonna stick it through the hole. Now, no, again, this would be glued together. I'm not gonna glue mine together because I'm gonna try to find a way to put them together so it's not permanent. I don't want it to be permanent because I want to be able to reuse these. Actually, that might not even move. Okay, these guys are too long. So we're gonna give these guys, this guy needs to get cut shorter and he needs a dovetail. I like him, but he's too long. That's probably my flappy problem with him. He's just too long. And he needs wire. If he had wire, he wouldn't be this flappy on me. But that's kind of the point of this hot mess ribbon is you don't have to use wire. You can use regular old everyday ribbon. And you can mess with it and futz with it and play with it, and you know, so this kind of gives you an idea of where you're going with it. And you can, you know, fluff your wired ones underneath so you get more bow-like. And you can add as many layers to this as you want to. You don't have to just do a few. You can just keep going and keep going and keep going. So that's our fun little door tags. I'm just dovetailing. That's all I got for you tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's Friday Night Chalkin'. Command strips. You could do command strips. I'm actually thinking painter's tape. Because I don't live in a climate like my poor Texas friends, where it's so hot. I wish, right? But I'm thinking painter's tape with a big old loop. And just sticking them together, like so. This is called Maria's Fancy Crafting. So because I waxed the surface, so I want to do like a little test. Can I wash this off? That'll be the big question, right? And then, or do I need to repaint it? because then I can reuse my door tags seasonally. The other thing, reason I don't want to tape them or glue them together is because I want it to be double-sided. I want to be able to do Christmas on the other side. So if I don't want to wash it off, which I don't have to, I can do the other side. I want to be able to do the other side for Christmas, so that I can get, you know, the most value out of our fun little door tags. And it's holding it, you know, as I'm moving it around. It's not going anywhere. So my little piece of tape seems to be working. I've got a fun little bow that I didn't tie on. I should probably actually tie it on. Not sure what I'm tying it on to. Just going to put a big old bow on the back. That should hold my bow on. Okay. So now my bow's on. And voila! We have our fun little set of door tags to hang on the door. You can move your bow around. You can do all kinds of fun things with it. You can play with your wired bow, your wired ribbons, and kind of give them a more, you know, flouncy. I mean, you can play with these things till you know, the cows come home. This is what I have for you this evening. This is our October 31st transfer and our Skull Damask transfer on the door tags. The door tags are $9.99. I'm probably going to now become a door tag convert because this was really kind of fun. And I love the versatility of them. I like the fact that they're double-sided. I wouldn't glue them together, because once you glue them together, you're not getting both sides. Although, I wonder if you could probably, if you chalked both at the same time, and then you glued them together, then you'd be double, I mean, it's perfect, right? So you could totally glue them together and still have them be double-sided. So that would work, as long as you did it that way. So yeah, you just have to know, like I'm doing Halloween on the other side. You can see our shadow shimmer on our fun little bird. He actually looks like he has a little bit of texture to him. I like our purple little skulls. We did a good job. We should be proud of us this evening. It took a little longer. I apologize for that. If I'd have known what project we were going to make, you know, it would have gone a little faster, so I apologize for that. But thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Making Maria. Come on back. I make a live demo video every night except Saturday, so you won't see me tomorrow night, but you'll see me on Sunday. So come on back and check it out. We're kind of in Halloween mode right now, so I've got a couple fun Halloween projects to go. So we've got some fun creating to do. And then we'll move on to fall, and I have some fun, really just general home decor. If you're not in the VIP group, you want to be, because there's a couple fun bundles out there, and there is a bundle with the door tags in the VIP group. It's an older bundle, but I will still honor it as long as I still have the transfers that were in it. And I think if I don't have them all, they're ordered. So you can still take advantage of the bundle that has the door tags in it. It's in the VIP group, but you have to be in the VIP group in order to see those. So if you're not, you can comment, add me, and I'll get you in that group. Chalk Couture, this is our beautiful transfer that's coming out on September 1st. So if you want to join the club, oops, yeah, I did that right. If you want to join the club, that's the transfer that you will get on September 5th. It's $19.99 a month, and if you want information about that, you can comment club, and I will send you that information. Last but not least, being a designer is a ton of fun. There's all kinds of different ways to be a designer. You get to create beautiful things and just enjoy the discount. You can create things and sell them. You can teach classes and do workshops and be part of an amazing community of women and a few gentlemen. So if you're interested at all in what it means to be a designer, you can comment curious or message me, and I'd be more than happy to just share the information. There's no pressure. It's just one of those, hey, this is what it is. This is what I do with it. This is what I know other people do with it. And if it's something you're interested in, go for it. That's all I got for you tonight. I'll be back at you on Sunday night. You have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. See ya.